I don't mind them. Yeah, we had our fill in Toronto all the time in the Sunday afternoon games, which I don't mind. It gives you evening off. You don't have to do shoot-arounds. You only have to meet the media once a day.
I knew that was coming. Well, twice, but
Yeah, twice. Yeah.
You ever worry about players going to body clocks on 11 a.m. start in Phoenix?
Well, you think sometimes that might be an issue, but this is the time we practice every day, right? This is when we're watching videotape and practicing, so there should be no excuse.
How's Alex? Do you go?
I don't know. If he does play, it'll be limited minutes. It's still bothering him a little bit, but maybe one more day. But I think if we needed him, he could play.
So how will your center? Do you know who will start then at center?
Tyson will start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he tweak that in the beginning of the night? Or has it been just kind of
Two nights ago. So he played.
Chicago?
He tried to play through it. Yeah, Chicago. I think he tried to play through it. Bothered him.
Same five as the other night then, other than Tyson?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Boston's obviously been the best team in the NBA. What makes them so special this far?
Well, analytically, their defense. I mean, they're just extremely sound. I mean, pressure on the basketball. They give you nothing easy. Pick and roll coverages are good. ISO coverages are good. Good at the rim. Horford's a stabilizing guy back there. They got physical size, physical strength, athleticism on the wings. So
Are they similar to Detroit in how aggressive their defense is and taking things away from you?
I'm sure they will be after watching the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but they are. They play. They're going to get into you. They're going to force you to turn over, and we know guys are always going to be leaning on Devin as much as they can, and especially after what happened here a year ago.
Do you feel like guys are better prepared? I mean, Milwaukee was able to do that. Detroit. I mean, you think the guys are better prepared today for it out of the gate?
I hope so. I mean, that's part of the goal is to get these guys used to the fact that teams are going to come at us, and we're a young team with not a lot of experience, and they're going to test us, and they're going to see what kind of fight we have. So we have to be ready right off the bat.
Booker always gets a lot of attention anyway. Does he get any extra because of what happened here last year?
Probably, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's going to affect him or our team in any way.
Coach, what is it that makes Brad such a outstanding coach?
Outstanding coach or outstanding person. And I think the two go hand in hand. I think just the way he's embraced this community and all the coaches at different levels, colleges, high school, he's just welcomed them all into the basketball community. He's got a great basketball mind. He sees the game extremely well at both ends of the floor. Has the ability to deal and react with players on a personal level, but still command a lot out of them. So I mean, those are all, I think, the great qualities of a coach. And then the X's and O's are very, very solid as well.
Is there anything you talked about their defense? Anything about their scheme that is different?
I honestly think that like everybody tries to emulate everybody in the NBA. I think they do it more times than anybody else. Like they do it and play the right way. More possessions than most teams, and that's what makes you sound. I think the consistency with how you defend and stick to what you're trying to do philosophically is the key. Teams that do it more often win more games.
How have the guys responded to some of the early season upheaval?
I think it's for us. We don't really think about it anymore. I think for the first couple of weeks it was like, well, this is transition, this is new. How's this going to work? But I think we're kind of in a flow right now where, we understand we've got to get. We're a young team. We got to compete every night. We got to get better. We have young players that are going to get playing time just because of the way our roster is set up, and we're going to have to live through some of the growing pains with them. But hopefully, like I said. About Brad is that we have more nights, we have more possessions where we do things the right way, and that's how we're going to grow.
Go ahead. Throw together young guys and just take that and go, okay, get better and win when they're all young and still learning.
I think I look at it two different ways. There's within a game, you're going to have mistakes, but then within a season as well, you're going to go through lulls. You're going to go through a road trip like we're on right now, where competition is tough and the games keep piling up. And the other night on a back-to-back, we weren't as physically or mentally prepared as we're going to need to be as professionals moving forward. So I think that it's a learning experience on a variety of ways, even through games and through possessions.
You know Brad well?
Yeah, pretty well.
I know he was in college a lot of.
Yeah, no, he was one of the first coaches to text when I got the opportunity here, and we're on I'm on a board of directors here in Boston for a program called Shooting Touch,
Yeah, come on.
and Brad was a guest speaker last year, so I saw him in September before any of this actually shook down, and we were talking about things that we knew had in common, Kelly Olynyk and coaching in the NBA and so on.
He didn't tell you about the media. You know, he said congratulations, but now you got to deal with the media more often.
The media in Boston is really good, I heard.
Very easygoing.
Why don't we bring him?
I didn't say anything.
Why don't we bring him back and see what he says?
Yeah.